Parenting basics from the Father of Nations is a must. Listen to song, and it's never too early or too late to learn. As a parent, you are the first role model your children will have to learn from. Make sure that your habits are squeaky clean and you are passing on to them healthy foundational habits. Give them time and space to take care of themselves and make sure that you are in some way involved in their hobbies. Allow them enough time to rest and make sure they develop proper sleeping habits. Children should not be allowed to be on social media late at night if they have to be at school with a healthy mind the following day. Don't spoil your children by giving them gadgets that are not age appropriate in terms of sophistication and value. They need to grasp the importance, knowing the difference between needs and wants in life. You must set the boundaries for what is essentially necessary for them and what is non-essential. Some parents are spoiling their kids by making them believe that the parents have enough money to take care of their needs forever. The best you can do is to teach them how to earn clean money for themselves and not to rely on your riches forever. Teach them to learn to depend on their hard work and dedication to succeed in their education and career paths. Give them the opportunity to make their own decisions so that they learn from their mistakes and develop a sense for good judgment and develop resilience. Help them understand that life is a series of problems that they have to deal with and come up with solutions that will help them progress in their lives. Get them involved in problem-solving activities that will challenge their cognitive skills and their physical development. You must always be readily available to help them with their school homework and assignments, as this will allow you to understand your child's learning disabilities and provide appropriate support to the school teachers. If you gossip about other people in your home, know that you are also teaching your children to gossip. Remember that you are their first trusted life coach in your home, and they are your first ambassadors of your family to the outside world during your absence. Your squeaky clean behavior has tremendous impact on the character of your children, as a tree is known by its fruit. Brainstorming family problems, planning the family budget collectively with the children is an essential component to help them creatively solve problems. Good stewardship starts by looking after the environment in which they live, and it starts inside the house. Teach your children to be orderly and respectful towards their belongings as well as the household property. Order begins in the home, and you should teach them the discipline before they leave the house. If they are used to disorderliness, they will acquire bad habits that will haunt them forever in their minds, relationships, workplaces, and even their lives. Laziness is a disease that will be devastating to their lives, and worse still if it is paired with indiscipline and recklessness. Learn to have constructive conversations with your children rather than barking instructions and using inappropriate language every time they make mistakes. Remember that you are not at the same level of reasoning and understanding, hence, you have to be careful about your communication techniques. Every person has their own strengths and limitations, and it is important for you to understand your children's strengths and weaknesses in order for you to help them cope with their problems. Reinforce their strengths in order to develop their confidence and work on their weaknesses in order to improve themselves rather than criticizing them. Encourage your children to share their problems with you so that you are the first to know about their needs. Be sympathetic and encourage them to be aware of the ups and downs of life and how to handle the challenges. Support your children to develop good relationships with family members and friends. Teach them to choose their friends wisely based upon the values they have learned from you. Make them be aware that their relationships are going to build or destroy their plans, ambitions, or aspirations if they choose wrong friends. For more advice on parenting, get a copy of the Awesome Parent book by Stephen Chaponda, affectionately known as the father of nations. It's available online in print and audio formats on Draft's 2 digital website.